Recording in progress. It's been a super long time since we've done a recording in progress call. I'm so excited to start 2023 off. Thank you for those of you that are on the call. I hope some of you are able to watch the replay and start setting time aside on Tuesdays at 2 o'clock Central, 1 Mountain, to being on these calls. Because let me just, I was going to just ask, is anybody, by show of hands of the people on this call, hoping to have their income increase month over month and grow their income in 2023? Is there anybody on this call that feels like they did everything they could in 2022 to grow their business? Yeah. A lot of people, I think, would agree that I don't really know where 2022 went. I had my best year ever, which I'm excited about, but I dug in and worked every day. And I don't know that, not every day, but most days. And so I feel pretty excited that with some of the things that I've learned over the past year in growing my business, that I will hopefully be able to translate that over to you and your ability to lead people. I believe if you are on this call, you are a leader. You are putting the time in and you want to grow and do amazing things. So my hope with these calls is that we'll do a little bit of training, and I'll record that for the people that can't be on it at that time for whatever reason, and then I'll stop the recording, and then I'll share some of the tasks, some of the things that we're going to do for the rest of the Power Hour to like actually work, put it into action, and I'll share those things, but then I'll stop the recording and you will work on your own whenever you're watching this or when you're on the call. The benefit of being on the call with us is as you're putting it into action, if somebody messages back, or if you have an objection, or if you have a question about messaging or what you could be doing, you can ask it on the call. This is a dedicated hour where Deanna and I will be on this call to help any of you with anything. And we are, of course, both always available for one-on-one coaching and training if you need something really specific. But this is an hour where you know you always have us and you can bring things to the table. And Deanna would say something probably, but she's eating lunch. So, all right. Do you have anything to say, Deanna, as you finish chewing? She says no. Okay. So I want to share a few things that Genevieve Scory, if you guys don't know, Genevieve Scory is a big honcho at corporate who leads what is called Diamond Sprint training that is available to some Jules, and we get training from her once a week. And so I will always have that call right before this call, and I'll be sharing some tidbits of things that I think might be valuable, inspirational, motivational, or just practical tips. And something she said today was really awesome. And she said, as a leader, I trust that you have the ability to overcome obstacles. And many people want success, but not as many are willing to work for success. And she said, in her experience, and I agree, in my experience, typically somebody's income level grows in relation to their ability to overcome obstacles. And if you think about that, that kind of applies to everything, because if we let obstacles, I don't know how many of you have filled out the Plexus 2023 survey. If you haven't, I hope you will. But one of the questions I asked in there is like, did you reach your goals? And if not, why not? And how many of you can give me multiple reasons why you didn't reach your goals? Probably everybody was able to give me some reasons. But that reasons probably are excuses or things that you weren't able to overcome. They were just obstacles that probably, if you had put a little more intention behind, you could have overcome those obstacles and still succeeded or gotten, not that you didn't succeed. I shouldn't say that. I think we probably all succeeded in different areas of our life. But if we didn't reach our business goal or our income goal, it's probably because we let certain obstacles get in our way and we did not intentionally work to overcome them. Whether it's time, kids, other commitments, everything is figure outable. So what are you willing to do to get past those things that inhibited you from growing in 2022 so that you can grow in 2023? My guess is if you're on this call or you're watching the replay, you really want to grow your business in 2023, or you would not be on this call. And every single one of us, especially myself, is capable of doing more than I'm actually doing. Would you agree? Are you capable of doing more than you're doing? Probably. You can wear, sorry, you can wear whatever you want. You're just going to Mommy's, but pack your swim stuff. Mom life. So here is something that I want to do that I really want to be intentional about in 2023. And I hope that you guys will join me in this, but that is creating a stronger community. We have had a really strong community in our team in the past, and for a million different reasons, I don't know that it's as strong as it could be. And I know it's not as strong as it has been in the past. So I really would love to create a community of friendship, of growth, of motivating each other within our team. And we can do that through the chat, you know, the January team chat on our team page. If you find something awesome, a great article about gut health, or, you know, whatever it is that you think other people's will find value in, share that in our team page. You know, let's dig into that again, and let's really lean on each other, because all of us are wanting the same thing. It may be at a different scale, but it's all the same thing. We are here with such purpose of helping other people feel better and also helping people earn more income for whatever reason they want that income. If you are on this call, you want more income, you care about other people's health, or you would pick some other business, and you want to help other people grow their income. So let's create a good community that fosters all of that. Also, if you're new around here, this may shock you. Most of you are probably not new around here, and I have not been over the past year. So just for people that don't know, I spent 2022 entirely focused on my outside leg, and 2023, I'm coming back to full team spectrum. And so for about the past year, I've only really been training people in my outside leg. So some of you, if you have joined in the past year, you may not know that I'm super good at pushing people outside of their comfort zone. I'm super good at like challenging people and holding them accountable. So as much as you can lean into that, I think will help you grow and get better. Because you can't grow really well if you're super comfortable. You know, that's in our mind, that's in our business, that's in our body. Like, how do you get stronger muscles? You lift heavier weights. How do you create more endurance as a jogger? You run longer miles. You know, most people can jog or walk a mile, but there's only about 5% of the population that completes a full marathon, 26 miles. Why? Because it's really hard and it takes a lot of training. And so I kind of thrive on helping people get uncomfortable and reach their goals if they want to lean into that. So here is what we're going to be doing today, and hopefully moving forward 5 days a week. If you never listen to another one of these calls, but you take this action that I'm going to share with you, 5 days a week, your business will grow. Simple as that. So here's the thing. Having 3 new conversations a day about gut health. What is a conversation? Is a conversation the same thing as a message? Hey, have you heard about my amazing gut health supplements? Is that a conversation? It's not. It isn't. So a conversation means that you have sent somebody a message about gut health, or called them, or talked to them in person, or voice memoed them about gut health, and they responded. That's a conversation. You are starting it, but they're opening it up to continuing it or closing it. But if once they have responded, that counts as a conversation. What are the chances, anybody who is not new to sharing Plexus, that you can send 3 messages and have 3 conversations? Pretty slim. So you may have to send 10 messages a day to have 3 conversations. But the goal is to have 3 conversations every day about gut health before you go to bed. And here is the thing. Plexus was doing gut health before gut health was cool. Dan and I were sharing gut health before gut health anybody knew the first thing about gut health. We didn't know why I was getting so much healthier. We didn't know. We didn't really know. Now there's all kinds of science behind it. So many of us on this team were talking about gut health before gut health was cool. And now we are like the OGs of gut health. And I can't tell you how many messages I get from people that are like, doctor said I should probably look at gut health. Isn't that what you do? Yes, that is what I do. So we have so much room for growth because people are finally starting to realize that they don't even know why they need gut health. That's where we come in to even help them even more. But what are some ways that you could reach out to somebody to start a conversation about gut health? Any ideas? Because I'm not here to give you lots of scripts. You guys already have the answers in you, but I think by sharing ideas is a good way to start. So how could you reach out to somebody about gut health?
Okay, I'm going to unmute myself and so I think a really good way, sometimes it feels scary to start the conversation because we assume that someone's going to say no. Or like you said, people that have been around for a while and we've been talking about it for a while, we assume that everybody knows what we do. And if they wanted to, they would reach out. That's not true either. So I found it really helpful to right from the very beginning say, this may or may not be for you. That verbiage is really nice to say, look, this may or may not, I don't know if this is something that may or may not be for you. That's kind of an easier way to say. But I've noticed, and that's the thing, when you do pay attention to what's going on in their lives, I've noticed that you posted about X, Y, and Z. Is that something that you'd be interested in having a conversation? Can we have that conversation? Really and that's how it becomes a conversation instead of just throwing messages out there. End things with an opportunity for them to respond back.
Yeah. And the book, we had the book club. I don't know if it was the last one, but it was Exactly What to Say. Is that the name of it? Exactly What to Say? And I need to listen to that again because it's literally only like a 2-hour Audible. But one of the things that I have used a lot since listening to that book is, are you open-minded to? Would you be open-minded to hearing more? Because what he shared was everybody really wants to be open-minded. They do. Even if they're not, even if they're super skeptical, they want to be thought of as being open-minded. So they typically will say, yeah, I am, but like you said, I don't know if this may or may not be for you, but I have, learned that I'm coming off the cuff. Like I said, I did not come with a scripted message, but this may or may not be for you, but you've probably noticed that gut health has completely transformed my life. Would you be open-minded, or would you be open to me sharing more with you? I don't know if you would be interested. I don't know if, or something like, I love keeping up with you and all your family craziness on Facebook. You stay so super busy. I don't know if you ever struggle with energy, but since my gut has gotten super healthy, my energy is through the roof. Would you be open to hearing more? Or, and again, you're having a conversation. You're not just copying and pasting. You're having a conversation with people based on what you've seen from them because you've paid attention to them. Right?
Since we're just kind of going off the cuff and you brought up that exactly what to say book, something that I like to respond to people is most people have found that a lot of the symptoms that they're experiencing are tied to their gut health. Would you be open to having a conversation to see if that's maybe what you're dealing with? It may or may not be for you, because that's just kind of like, okay, you're not telling them that that's what it is. We know that's what it is. We know that it's linked to so many things. But if you can say most people, then they think, oh, well, I'm probably most people. Like, I'm probably a lot like others. And it kind of softens things and opens people up to have that conversation. So that's one of the ones that I really like too. Most people have found that.
I love that you shared that so much, because I had kind of forgotten that. But right after I did that book, I used that in every one of my closings. When people were getting close to being done, I'd say, okay, what most people do right now is they order a Reset Triplex welcome pack.
Yeah, you can use the most people over and over again. You use it in the conversation. Yeah. Most people have found that their symptoms are related to that. Would you be open to hearing more? Most people start with a welcome pack. Most people do the Reset Triplex combo. Most people have found that that's the best, so.
People want to be included. Saying most people makes them feel like they're included in something. They don't want to be left out.
And it's true.
Wants to be left out. So I am so glad that you brought up the most people, because I need to get back to using that. So our goal is to have 3 conversations about gut health, new ones a day, and a minimum of 3 follow-ups, 2 conversations we have started. That's 5 days a week. If you don't do anything else, 5 days a week, we are doing that. And something that I would like you to do over the next week, if you have not already, is really hone in on what your goal is for the next 90 days. Multiple, whatever your goals are, and get laser focused. So, for example, I have a goal of getting 2 new level 1 golds in 90 days, and then helping a level 1 I have go senior gold in the next 90 days, helping a level 1 I have right now re-rank gold in 90 days, and then signing 3 and getting 1 silver per month. Those are my goals for to accomplish those things in the next 9 days. And when you write out your goals, then what you really need to ask yourself, am I super laser focused on what I'm trying to achieve? am I laser focused on attracting the people that I need in order to reach those goals? Because if you're fishing in a shallow pond for minnows, but you're trying to rank up, you probably need to catch like a big math bass. You probably don't need some minnows. So stop fishing with the minnows, start fishing where the bass are. And if I want 2 new level 1 golds, that's a lot of intentionally trying to find someone who wants to dig in and work the business. Because right now, I have 1 level 1 gold in my outside leg. And a couple silvers that haven't held silver. So to me, to do that in 9 days, that means probably finding 2 new people that want to do this. And so looking at your goals, writing them down for your business, and then getting laser focused. Where do I need to be? Like you guys know, last year I went to a lot of networking events, and that's how I grew so much. So today I was at a networking event, and I literally asked, because you have 60 seconds to give your spill and make an ask. And my ask was, if you know anyone, if you know any potential leaders who are looking to grow their income by helping others improve their health, those are people I'm looking for. Like, I literally asked a room of 50 business owners or workers, whatever, trying to grow their own business. I am looking for people, and I think I wrote diversified income, to diversify their income by helping others improve their health. I would like to be connected to those people. So I literally am like putting it out there. I am looking for people who want to diversify their income. That's the first time I've done that in 10 months of going to networking events. And I've sold the heck out of some product. That's the first time I've been like, I'm looking for people to work this business. But that's getting laser focused on what my goal is, right? Let's see. When somebody, I think that's my main thing for today, because that's about 20 minutes of training. Here is something else. If you're looking for business builders, which hopefully you are, if you really want to grow your business, 2 different ways of thinking that I learned today. And I don't know if Genevieve has shared this before, or if I heard it different today, but when she talked about getting people to share, she said, if they're just a customer and we're just trying to get their products paid for, like we get them signed up and we're like, let's get your money back for the products you just ordered and cover your next month. We don't actually care who they're sharing with. They can share with anybody, everybody. We don't care, because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to get customers. If we are talking to a business builder, somebody who has expressed interest in earning income or working this as a business, we've pitched it to them as a business. Our question to them is, let's find you 3 people who want to make money alongside of you. So they're sharing in a different way, in a way that is, and I had a meeting yesterday with the level 1 who really wants to rank up a lot more face to face. And that was my main thing. Who would you love to do this business with? Who do you know that you would have so much fun doing this with, that might also want to earn extra income? And immediately she was like, because the housing market is doing some crazy things right now. She's like, I need to make more income. I also think so-and-so and so-and-so is going to need that this year also, because of what the economy is doing in the housing market, because they're real estate agents. She's like, I think they're going to need more income. And she goes, can we go to lunch with them, and I'll tell them we're going to talk about the business, but you do your thing. And I was like, yes. So see how it's a different thing? We're not like, hey, make a post and let's see who comes. And we're just signing them up, which is actually how this person started. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, this actually makes really good money. Oh, the housing market is on verge of collapse and I make my money in construction. I need to make more money. But our customers who are just trying to get their product paid for, we're going to let them share with anybody, and we're going to help them close those deals. And we're going to try to help them earn their money back. But for our business builders, we're going with the approach of who will make money with you. We know how to help them, how to post. We know how to help them, how to sign people. But switch your mindset when it comes to talking with customers or business builders. Feel the difference? I don't know if I'd ever looked at it different. Okay, thoughts, questions, things that I may have swooshed over because it's old school to me that we should bring up before I stop the recording. Okay, so tasks for today, and what we will do once we stop the recording is we are going to start some conversations about gut health with people. A tip I always have, especially if you're newer to sharing, there's a solid chance you have a gazillion contacts you have not reached out to before. I have reached out to people 500 million times, but I still do this. Go to your Facebook, click on Messenger, and if their picture has a green bubble up next to it, that means they're online. They may not know that you know they're online, but they are on Facebook right now. It is open. And if you message them, they will probably see it right now. And if they have time to be on Facebook scrolling, even if they're at work, now's a great time to capture them. So if I'm ever like, I don't even know who to message anymore, I literally open Messenger and I see who's on. And if I have not paid attention to that person in a while, I will click over to their Facebook profile real quick, try to get an idea what's going on, and then send them a voice memo. People really like voice memos. I don't know if they like them or not, but they're more effective. I made up the fact that they like them. They are more effective. So that's what we're going to be working on. And then if you have time, make a list. So if we are reaching out to 15 new people a day, sometimes people get paralyzed by who am I going to reach out to today? Make a list of 15 people. If you think you need to send 10 messages to start 3 conversations, try to make a list of 50 people or 10 or just green dot it. But that's what we're going to be working on today. So if you guys need anything, reach out to Deanna and I, either one of us individually, and ask. If this was confusing, ask. I will clarify. And I hope that you guys can make it on the call next Tuesday at 1 Mountain, 2 Central. You guys are awesome. And if you have success with something or something great is working or you find something awesome, share it in the team page. We want to hear from you. That would be awesome. You guys have a great day.